Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. This is Chef Hal, and this is going to be my, I don't even know where I'm supposed to be looking. Oh, right there. This is going to be my first official cooking video. I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to go get my stuff. I'm going to show you what I'm putting into it. I'm even going to share the recipe at the end with you. So bear with me. This is the first time I'm like actually doing it like this, because usually when I post my stuff on Instagram, I get through like step 1, step 2, and then I pick back up around the time I start eating it, because I forget. I get in my zone. I forget that there's people out there that actually want to see how I do this stuff. So I'm going to try my best to remember to record everything. And then you guys can have the same exact meal that I will be eating tonight. So today I'm going to be making a scallop pasta. It's the first time that I've ever cooked scallops. I'm trying to broaden my food catalog and get out of just, you know, egg rolls, drizzle. Haters like to mention paprika and parsley flakes. I think it just makes things look pretty. Like, okay, I understand like everybody does it. So today I'm going to not use those things as my garnishes, and I'm going to try something different. So welcome to What the Hell. What do you guys think of that? I had to wait, give it like a little pause. Because half the stuff that I do say or show you guys are probably thinking, what the hell anyway? So why not just make it what the hell? I think I like what the hell. Anywho, here we go. All right, Prius. Sprouts. We'll get as much as we can out of here, and anything that they don't have that I need, we will find substitutes, because I'm not going anywhere else today. No, that's good. Okay, so I've got all the things that we're going to need, and I'm going to head home and I'm going to prep it, and I am going to constantly remind myself that I have to share it all with you guys. So stay tuned. Just wanted to show you guys everything that I got. The garlic, the grated Parmesan, heavy whipping cream, sun-dried tomatoes, about a little over a pound of the scallops, some fettuccine, and fresh parsley instead of the fairy dust. So a lot of the stuff that was needed on in the recipe I already had at home. So this is just the stuff that I did not have on hand. But once everything is done, I will put the actual recipe down in the bottom, and I will go through everything that you will actually need. Okay? Here we go. Okay, so we have our pot of boiling water going. So I'm going to add in our fettuccine pasta. I've added 2 tablespoons of butter that is getting hot in our skillet. And I have here, dropping stuff, our scallops. And I have seasoned them with Cajun Seasoning that I found at Ralph's. So we have taken the scallops out of the skillet. This is kind of what they look like. You only cook them for a little bit, because then they'll just turn into rubber, and then you've wasted your money, and they're going to go back into the pot with the pasta at the end. So then we're just going to cover it up and then add in more butter. And then this is like the crust that it's made. You add in more butter, and then we're going to add in our garlic and onions. You're gonna let these onions cook for about 5 minutes until they start to like wilt or turn a little transparent. I'm just gonna get all that. This is the seasoning that you use with the scallops. That has kind of already seasoned the skillet. And we're just gonna let all that cook together. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells amazing. Okay, so now at this point, we are going to add in garlic. I didn't add anything to the onions. It's still the same, just the butter and the seasoning from the scallops. And I really love this recipe because it calls for a 3/4 cup of wine. I'm not going to measure that. It's a little more, then it's just a little more. And I'll probably end up adding just a little bit more. But what we'll do now is we're going to let this cook down for about 2 minutes. Let it cook down. Let all those flavors kind of marry together. It smells so good. So as you can tell, that has now cooked down, and then we're going to add in some broth. You can add chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, whatever kind of broth that is that you want to use. So we're just going to let that cook. And then I have to admit, like with my seasonings, I don't measure my seasonings at all. So it's actually really, really hard for me to like tell you guys like a teaspoon of that, tablespoon of that. I don't measure it. I just kind of like open up the cabinets and I just go for it. So I will do my best to just at least show you what it is that I'm putting in there. But I can't tell you, exactly how much. So now we're going to add in about 3/4 cup of heavy cream. If you are lactose intolerant, you are vegan, you don't do cream, I don't know, because I'm not a vegan chef. So I'm not even going to pretend and try and give you like a substitute. I'm pretty sure there's like a vegan substitute. If you're vegan, if you don't do creams, if you don't do dairy, then you know what you can substitute it for. So at this point, that's when you would add in your substitute. I don't know the substitutions for that, because that is one of the reasons why I cannot go vegan, because I love cheese, I love dairy, I love all those things. So yeah, I don't really know what to say there. You got me. So we've let that simmer for about 2 minutes, and now we're going to add in a tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of water, and then we're going to whisk all that together, and then we're going to wait till it comes back to a simmer and wait for the sauce to thicken. So that's the job of the cornstarch, to make it thick. So you put that in, and we just whisk it together. It smells so good. If you want to add in a little like garlic powder, paprika, if you like spicy, you can add in your cayenne pepper right now. You can add in your basil. Just this right here is like the point where it just becomes like a free-for-all with your seasonings, because everybody has like their favorite seasonings and what they're used to using and what their preference is. So right now is when you would do that. Okay, so we got our sauce thick, so now we're going to add in our spinach and our sun-dried tomatoes. And then we'll just let those cook down. And we all know that you can put in 5 bags of spinach, but it's going to give you like 2 pieces when it's all said and done. So You can add more, you can add less. Just know that at the end of it, you're not gonna have as much spinach as you thought you had. And I like sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm gonna add a little extra. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. And we're gonna add back our scallops just for a bit. And then we're gonna put our pasta noodles on top and we will be ready to eat. Okay, so this is looking, smelling, and tasting delicious. So I'm going to add in our noodles now. Look at that. I had to transfer it to a different bowl because it was too much. But look at that. So yummy. So I added a little cayenne pepper because I like spice. I added some grated Parmesan and some fresh parsley. All done.